can't fix that. That's a real problem. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Russell, and this is Raspberry Rock. We had a massive snowstorm the other night. Dumped probably about a foot of snow, maybe almost a foot of snow, 25 to 30 centimeters. Completely ruined my walking trail on the pond. And now it's like 6 degrees Celsius. It's like balmy out here. 6 degrees Celsius, 41, 42 Fahrenheit. It's nice. Anyway, what I learned from plowing the pond last week was that I took the tire plow on the back, right, those 3 tires. And the area where those 3 tires plowed, there's still a bunch of snow there, but where the wheels were on the ATV, it was nice and packed down. So when I was walking around the pond later, I was walking where the wheels had gone. So I think today what I'm going to try and do, if the ATV will even go through this deep snow, is I'm going to go around once, and then I'm going to go around again right beside, so the tire tracks are right beside the first set of tire tracks. That'll give me a nice walking trail. If it'll make it, I don't know. It's pretty deep. I told City Girl she might have to stay. It's Sunday. Usually she'd be going back to the city, but she might have to stay. Can't get out of here. Rats. Can't go back to town and go back to work. Okay, won't do that anymore. Wow.
You go first, Willow. You go first. Go. Right.
So what I discovered is, as we watched City Girl try to negotiate this new trail, the first time around was it was difficult seeing the previous trail. So where it didn't see the previous, or where I wasn't in the previous trail, it was tough going. But if I could find the previous trail, then it wasn't so bad. And it's hard to see with all the snow, and it's all white, right? There's no shadows. Second time around, trying to keep the wheels just slightly offset. So some places, like right here, worked really well. And this is actually not bad for walking in. But it was hard to keep the ATV in like right beside the previous track, because it was just sliding all over the place. It wanted to find the, wanted to get in the previous groove. And anyway, this doesn't seem to be too bad here. I'm not sinking too far. Where is City Girl going? Where are you going?
I was just seeing how deep the snow was.
Okay. You're back.
So this is what I've discovered.
They're too wide for the...
It's good for if you're not wearing snowshoes.
Well, why don't you just take them off? Hi, stranger. Let's throw it this way. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Do I gotta go get that now? Oh, I know. You ready? It's alright, it's alright. It's over here. Ready? Come on, bring it here. There you go, bring it here. Come on. Go! That's a workout, eh? That's it, man. Just once. That's all you get. a bad day. Getting good solar these days. Even these hazy days, still making lots of power. Anyway, I got a problem here. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all, does it? Where's it coming from? I can't tell if there's a hole or if it's just coming from around the rim. Could you mic stop, please? Yeah, it's coming from around the rim. I'm not sure what to do about that. Yeah, I found it. Right there. You can't fix that. Come on, man. That's a real problem. This happened to me on my my last ATV early on in the process when I was still bringing everything to the cabin. Just like that. Front tire. And I was 2/3 of the way into the cabin. So in a very similar way, I jacked it up and took the tire on. I brought some straps with me, so I strapped it to my back and I carried it out. I don't know if I'm up to doing that anymore. I might have to get find some place that has the tire and that rim. And oh God. Why can't you help? And And I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's a real problem. Well, in an interesting turn of events, or I guess it's just the next event in the series of events. Yeah, a local shop in town has these tires in stock. I'm surprised to say. I mean, they're Mudzillas. I wouldn't have thought they were that common. Well, what do I know, right? Anyway, they're willing to sell me one and put it on the rim for me. And I got thinking about it. This whole trail is snow covered. You know, right from end to end. There isn't a single spot along there that doesn't have snow on it. So I'm just gonna drive it out like this. Snow can't hurt the rim, right? Right? He says. And then out the road, I got, well, I can't drive it on the road. I'll drive it as far as I can, and then I'll grab the high lift jack. I just gotta make sure I've got a socket for, socket and thing for the, to take the tire off. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Kind of messes up my plans. I mean, I wanted to, actually go down to Belleville today. But, we'll deal with this. Deal with this right now. It keeps getting lower. Oh, come on, man. Ah, crap. Ah. The tool. Here's the tool. Way to go, Russell. So, not the best news. They have a set of Mudzillas in there, same size. They look almost identical, but they're not perfectly identical. I mean, one says Zilla Plus on it and the other doesn't. Anyway, his concern was that like it's a set of tires and he could sell me one, but then he couldn't find another tire to replace the one that he'd sell me. He could find my tire and order it in, but he couldn't find one exactly like the one they already have. So they got to sell as a set. So they were like, oh, well, it'd be really better if we just ordered you a replacement instead of selling you one from our set, which we're not sure if we can replace. And he said, you know, it'll be 2 days. And I said, okay, well, you know, I gotta walk to my cabin, 3 kilometers. Good thing there isn't too much snow. Anyway, I decided to be nice about it. That also means I'm not getting any water today. I'm out of water. And I'm not getting any groceries because I'm not walking back in with groceries. I didn't bring my backpack either. What am I going back in with? Nothing. I'm gonna walk all the way in with nothing. Well, I'll walk in with a sub, but I'm not gonna be carrying it. Somewhere over there's an amazing sunset happening. I did end up buying a couple of things in town. I got sandpaper and some paintbrushes, just so I could work on the butcher block over the next couple of days. And a Gatorade. A Gatorade for the trip. Oh. And I was watching this amazing sunset through the trees. But since it was through the trees, I really wasn't seeing much of it. I was rushing to get up here. And it's done, it's gone. Come on. Anyway, it's not like it's getting dark out here. I know the GoPro is probably making it look a lot later than it really is. I think it's amplifying the light. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath. That was the hill by the Bridge of Doom. Yeah. You know, I should drink a bunch of this Gatorade. And I'll carry it the same way I'm carrying my sub. It's actually quite annoying walking out here. Trying to keep my feet in the rut here. I'm walking like a runway model, you know, one foot in front of the other. They're pretty annoying. That and it's a bit frozen. It's a bit frozen, so I'm sliding a lot. Kind of wish I'd brought the dogs with me today. Sometimes I don't take them because I don't like them sitting around while I'm, you know, taking a tire off an ATV and then sitting there in the car while I'm running around town. But I wish I brought them today. And not because, you know, I'm scared or anything out here. In fact, this feels like home. I feel like home right now. As soon as I make that last turn onto my path. Home. Anyway, I wish I brought them because usually when we go down the trail, we're going at a fair clip on the ATV, right? And this would have been nice for them to just take their time and enjoy the adventure kind of thing. Although in this deep snow, kind of hard to do anything. Still, they would have enjoyed themselves. I don't know if you guys can see anything or not. It's getting pretty dark. I did bring my headlamp. Had the foresight to do that. I'm almost there anyway. Please excuse whatever mess you see in this video, because I don't have any water or I can't do dishes. Or, well, I have a little bit of water, but not enough to warrant to do dishes. Anyway, I bought 2 different types of sandpaper. I was hoping for the multi-pack, where you buy, it's got a bunch of different grits in it. But I couldn't find it, so I bought a 400 and a 600. I'm going to try the 600 first here. See if I can get those scratches. You know what's funny is I actually like that there are parts of the kitchen like this that aren't finished. Especially there's like a multi-transitional finish here. Like this part needs to be done over here, right? But this is just a backing for the eventual backsplash that I want. But it's like if this entire kitchen was finished and you looked at it and you say, oh, it's a beautiful kitchen. But it's the contrast of having parts that aren't finished that make me really appreciate the parts that are finished. I think, wow, this is going to look so beautiful. You know what I mean? It's like getting that contrast makes you really appreciate the parts that are done and think, hello? Yeah, Russell here. Oh, my battery's run out. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what happened? The GoPro has voice commands that I turned on. I wonder what I said. Finished? Parts that are finished? Burst? Record burst? I don't know what it did, but it's in burst mode now. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway. GoPro, start recording. There we go, right here, buddy. One piece? Oh, I didn't think that was one piece. Oh, that's going to work, I think. A little bit of elbow grease, and I think that's going to work well. Maybe try the 400 for a bit. The 400. Yeah, I need a block for this. Come on, Russell. That did it. Okay. Dumped a little bit of food here. Jesus. Well, there you go. A testament to how well Ray did this. It's not being held down by anything. It's just wedged in there. It's like it's a perfect fit. Would have been helpful to be able to lift this right now for my next step. Rats. I love this. How do these things come apart again? It's so freaking hot in here right now because I got the fire going. I opened the window a couple of inches. Glasses. Oh. Okay. All right, we're ready. My stepbrother was a professional house painter. He might still be, I don't know, I haven't talked to him in a long time. And we got him to paint our first house in the city. And he never used tape for anything. Said he didn't need to. He didn't need to. It's an important note. And he would do, like, we had French doors, set of French doors going into our kitchen in that house. It was a big house. And he didn't use any tape, and he painted both doors in about half an hour. And that sucker probably would have taken me an hour just to tape up if I was taping. So I felt, after that experience, I felt, I don't need to tape. I just need to, do it carefully, right? Because taping seemed to be a time-consuming and annoying thing to have to do. And how much is it really going to help? Well, I found out, not that I do a lot of painting. I don't do a lot of painting over the years, very little. But when I did, I thought, I don't need to tape. And I found out the hard way that taping really, really, really helps. It's worth the time you put into it. Not just because of the mess you can make. Maybe I should put something on the floor here too. Not just the mess, but it helps you paint those straight lines. Like it's so much better. And every time I walk into a room, not that I walk into a lot of room these days, that's not this cabin. I see a bad paint job, man, I really see it. This is a very thing. They say don't shake it because it gets bubbles in it, and then the bubbles will appear in your surface. I'm stirring it. It got a good shake on the way in. Actually, I'm wondering if I have enough now. Very thing. This tiny little can. I should have bought some more. Oh, I don't need this. Really? Last time I used this because the paintbrush I had was too wide for this. I can still use it. It begins. I should move the stove. Maybe I'll start over here. Okay, come along, come. How's that look? Can you see? heating up a little bit. I've got the fridge turned off because whenever I'm doing something in the kitchen, it makes a lot of noise and you can hear it on the video. But maybe I'll put some music over this and I can turn the fridge back on. What do you say? Is that acceptable? Just say yes or no with your monitor right now. Okay, I'm hearing the yeses. Let's turn it on. Roll the music, buddy. You see how the color is changing? Not the color is changing, but it's bringing out a darker hue to the wood that's kind of nice. You know what happens when you buy cheap brushes? The bristles fall off. I almost poured this all over myself. I wasn't watching, I was doing this. Did you see City Girl's video where she made a walking stick? She actually used the same varnish on her stick to seal it, as they say. Looks good. And it says on the can you gotta wait at least 3 hours before you sand it and do the next coat. So it's 10:30 right now. Puts me at 1:30. In the meantime, I can do that other board that I started last week. I gotta clear off all this crap that I put there. Where am I gonna put it? I can't put it here. And unfortunately the stove has got to sit here for 6 hours because I gotta do 3 coats. Oof. Okay. I don't expect the sanding is gonna be very fun either, but alright. Next step. Yes, I'm in my underwear. It's hot in here, okay? Try not to think too hard about how fat I am and how skinny my legs are. It'll break your brain. Where's my thing? So this is the one that I put parathane on before, and it does have a really rough surface right now. So I can see why you're supposed to sand it and then revarnish, because it's weird. It's like you put varnish on and then you take half of it off, and then you put more varnish on and you take half of it off. Eventually you end up with a smooth layer of varnish, right? More music. Singing the song, what's it called? Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee from Greece. That comes out as a Chipmunk song. Look at me, I'm Sandra Dee, I still wanna hula hoop. Russell's brain on display. I'm trying to get all the sawdust off these. Thinking of doing a calendar where every day is Friday, and every day has a Russell-ism on it, or a Booksfest-ism. Wouldn't that be fun? Every day is Friday. 365 Russell-isms. Gee, could I even come up with that many? Anybody knows a website where I could possibly do that? I don't think I could do that on Zazzle, because I don't think you can change the days of the week. But if anybody knows a site where I could do that, let me know in the comments. Or if you'd like a calendar like that, let me know in the comments. I mean, stuff like that, and like our Raspberry Rock calendar, you know, our usual Raspberry Rock calendar, we don't do those to make money. We just do them for fun. Like when we create it on the website, there's a little slider that says, you know, how much profit you want to make on these things, and we always slide it right down to the bottom. Like 5% is as low as you can go. So on those, you know, on the Raspberry Rock calendars that we sell, I think we make $1 on each one, maybe $2. Don't quote me on that. So we don't do them to make money. If nobody thinks it's fun, then I'm not going to do it, because I think it's fun. I want to do it just for me. Back to the music. minutes away from 11:30. So 3 hours I can do the final coat on this one, I guess. And in 2 hours I can do another coat on this one. Great. Almost lunchtime. How am I gonna make lunch? Well, I think I got some leftovers. So, where's my microwave? Stop recording. I was like, why is that going so smooth? The hell? Oh man. .220. That's pretty close, actually, isn't it? Alright, it feels good. I'm just going to try a light sanding with the 600. I was thinking earlier, I had that pot with all the snow and ice on it on the floor. I think, why didn't I put that on top of the stove? Duh. Anyway, it's there now. It's almost all melted, so as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to fill up my filtering system. Did I talk about that earlier? I thought I'd get some laps in around the pond while I literally wait for paint to dry. You know, a little bit of exercise. Trying to get in 6 laps. I'm trying to do it twice a day, but it's challenging fitting it in. Anyway, I was thinking about an old video. City Girl did the video. It was her first trip into the cabin by herself, walking in from where she parks her car. And it's probably bravest thing she's ever done. And she put on a brave face for the video, and she sounds fairly confident, but she was quaking inside. I just know it. And you can hear, you know, when she finally got close to the cabin and the dogs suddenly show up, you can hear the relief in her voice when she starts laughing. As I said, very brave. I'm gonna link it in the comments below. I'll pin a comment with a link to that video. It's not a great video. It was a very humid day, and the lens of the GoPro fogged up, so you can barely, at some point, you can barely see anything. But she talks, and you can listen to her talk. But the important moment is when she, you know, when the dogs found her. And remember, bravery isn't about not being afraid. Bravery is what you do when you are afraid. Since then, she's come into the cabin a couple of times by herself. So, getting better. And I have no doubt that she could do it again anytime. Whoop. As conditions aren't crappy. This is turning out to be a mess. Oh. Some parts are just slush and you sink down until you hit another layer of ice. Anyway, we're gonna continue and see how many laps we get done until we get tired of putting up with this crap. Yeah, looking good. So, it's interesting. So this surface now, I mean, it hasn't been 3 hours, but it's almost already dry, and I can feel that it's nice and smooth. I'm using the back of my hand because my palms are naturally moist. It's pretty smooth. I don't think I want to do anything to this. No more sanding, no more... I suppose if I kept sanding and coating it, it would get perfectly smooth, but it feels pretty good. I don't think I have a problem with that. And I could always come along and do it again if I wanted to. So, I think that one's done. This one over here, I can still feel it's rough. It's like that one was a coat ago. And so this one I am going to lightly sand again with a 600, and I'm going to coat it again, but not just yet. It hasn't 4:10 right now. I don't think it's been 3 hours or anywhere close to that. But this one, I don't see any reason. GoPro, stop recording. I don't see any reason why, you know, if I'm not doing anything else with the surface, that's it. I don't see why I can't screw it down to the island here, right? So I guess I'm going to do that. Different. Oh. Oh, Russell. Good thing you went to all that trouble. I'm just guessing as to how much overhang should be on the end here. Like a little sunlight glare. Despite the fact that, you know, north is that way, so, you know, our main kitchen window faces that way. We still get a lot of sunshine through the through that window in the late day. Do you like sunshine in your kitchen? Let me know in the comments. If you dare. Oh, that sun's right in my eyes. Let's do this side first. So, be careful with that because it pulled this board down, but it also pulled the whole cabinet up. Interesting. Like it might have even been off the floor there for a second. Last sand. Last time, everything. It's 5:11 and 3 hours this will be ready to put something on, but I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll try another coat on that just because I want to see what'll happen. We'll test the smoothness when I'm done. It should be like this one, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like now I'm curious if I put another coat on here. I don't really want to do it, but if I put another coat on here, will it come out? How will it be? Will it be smoother? Or do I even want smoother than this? I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. I have 3 hours. And then I still can't make dinner. I'll figure out something. Well, it's 12:19 a.m. I did put another coat on the old thing over here. And really, you know what, I don't, there's not much difference between that and this, to be honest. I don't feel any difference. I suppose that this is just a little better protected because of the extra coat, I guess. I'm gonna guess. Maybe I should put another coat on here. I've left the tape on the drawers just in case I want to take another stab at sanding this and doing another coat. I want to play around with it. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty smooth. I don't know. Anyway, I'll wait until City Girl gets here tomorrow and let her see what she has to say about it. But otherwise, I think it looks fantastic. I'm really, really pleased with it. It'd be nice to get the rest of the kitchen done and hopefully get a lot of that crap out of here, because I kind of like the nice clean look. You know, there's nothing sitting here. Nice and solid, man. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I know it's a long one. 12:21 a.m. It's 12:21 a.m. while I'm doing this because I've been editing all freaking night. I started like 7 hours ago editing this video. This has just been taking me forever. And I still gotta watch it through because, well, I gotta add the musical bits that you've already heard by now. But I after that, I gotta watch it through because I always catch some mistakes when I go through the final review. And I don't like mistakes. So I'm gonna be up for at least another hour. Probably an hour and a half by the time I get everything done. Yeah, gonna be a late one. Anyway, good night, everyone. We'll see you at the live stream tomorrow. City Girl will be here. And it should be fun. So, peace soup.